3, 2, 1. What's up, everyone? Dan here. Crypto Capital Venture, July 13th, 2018. I hope you're having a good night. It's Friday night. Gonna make a quick live stream right now. It's around 10 o'clock Eastern. Sarah just went to the store, so I was like, I'm gonna pop on there for a few. Some things on my mind I wanted to share with all of you in a video. I want to talk about something I think is important besides price. You know, price is important, I think, for the markets and for me and for you. Everybody's following price. And price actually might have to do with what I want to talk about in this video, which is the emotional landscape of cryptocurrency. Because the emotional landscape of cryptocurrency, I think needs to be trimmed. I think it needs to be cut down. I think it needs to be chilled out a little bit. I think people in the cryptocurrency space need to be chilled out a little bit. That's what I want to talk about. And I have Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Digibyte. Actually, and I didn't even update the title of this video. That's not good. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Digibyte, Coexist. I don't even think I can save that now. Shoot. You see, guys? Do you see what I'm doing? I'm messing up all over the place. Whatever. I'm gonna do this video anyway. That's what I'm talking about in this video. Can they coexist? That's the question. I don't know. And that's what I want to go over. I have a couple examples that happened recently. And one of them is what John Singleton just said. Did you see that super long rant that Tone Vays made about Litecoin? The dude is a complete nut. You should stop promoting Digibyte. They shill their own coins and sent a troll to my Twitter. Miscellaneous Memphian. The Woodsman. I like that comment. Let's pound the like button. Okay. Let's get into the video. I appreciate all you guys. So I'm gonna get to the Tone Vays tweet, and first I'm actually gonna start the video with saying I was wrong. I tweeted yesterday, I sense a breakout in the next 16 hours. Having fun, late night tweet, it's what I do. I was wrong. Nothing has happened since then. It's been like 21 hours, I think. But figured I'd just point that out, that I was wrong. But I want to talk about this. So let's start with this tweet that I had. And some of you may have seen this. I tweeted this, which was also late. It was late in the morning, 1:21 a.m. I said, this is what I'm talking about when I ask, how are some people so emotional? I'm so confused. And you can see this comment that I got, which was basically on a video I did talking about Digibyte. I said Digibyte is good for trading. And someone just said, I'm here live finally, so welcome. So I talked about Digibyte being good for trading because I think it is. And by the way, I think Litecoin is good for trading as well. But I'm long on Litecoin. I'm not long on Digibyte. I haven't really held any Digibyte. So anyway, I got this comment that says, I'm very long on Digibyte. And can you guys see my screen? I just want to make sure. Yes. You say we should work together. But I have to say I took offense when you said Digibyte was good for a trade. No, Digibyte is good for a long-term hold. So many of the Litecoin people just can't bring themselves to say Digibyte is actually a better coin, and it is. Saying it's good for a trade is trying to delegitimize the fact that Digibyte is actually the best coin out there as far as ever being used in mass adoption situation. Nothing even comes close. Personally, I hope neither Jared Tate or Josiah takes you up on the interview request. I do not believe they should have to defend why Digibyte is much more than a trade. But I've watched both of these guys in action many times, and they can handle themselves. So for the record, I used to be a big Litecoin believer, sold on my Litecoin, 210 to 220, bought back in, close to where we are now, along with Bitcoin as a trade. It goes on. Why? Why can't I say that Digibyte is a good trade? why can't we just have a nice conversation about cryptos? That's my question. And I'm gonna go right into the Tone Vase tweet that just came out, because this is even more impressive. So I'm gonna try my best to read through this. It's kind of long. If you guys haven't seen it, it's actually really interesting, and it provides good context to what I'm talking about in this video. And by the way, I don't know, Tone Vase probably will never see this video, but even if he did, I'll put this out there right now. I'm not even talking anything bad about him. I'm not here to call him out, but I'm here because I'm genuinely confused by this type of stuff. So, and I'm just venting a little bit here, so forgive me. So here we go. Let's do it. Tone Vase tweet. Disclaimer. The main purpose of this tweet storm is to piss off every Litecoin believer for what I hope is the final time. So already he wants to get everybody irritated and worked up. How is that cool or valuable? I don't get that. Disclaimer 2. Disclaimer 3. TokenPay is a scam. All right, so number 3. No, here's the second part of the tweet. After wasting 2 hours of my life researching TokenPay, then about 3 hours putting together these pictures, here's what we have. This scam coin is a byproduct of Verge, as too many people are interconnected and lies about this token are just on the front page of website. 3 of 8. The CEO of TokenPay, yes, it's a centralized company that issued an unlicensed, unregistered security that is totally useless, and there are no actual blockchain involved, highly questionable with zero related experience in crypto space. 4 of 8. So how does a CEO get someone like Charlie Lee not tagged on purpose? I'm sure you all will tell him. It looks to me like you just waved some money or a promise of buying a bank to wash your printed money of the ICO scam. 5. So now let's take a look at the ICO itself. As it was going on, perhaps people were not able to identify at the time. No, wait, they did. It was all over the comment section, but they knew the pump and dump was coming anyway. But at least nothing shady actually went on during the ICO bonus and referral promises. Oops, that only took 5 minutes to find. The reality is no one gives a crap. Because even though you buy this scam for $5 as an insider, the pump and dump will get you out at 2 times right after its lists on exchange for bag holders just a few months after it was conceived. So there you have it. This is how Tone wastes time to identify a scam. Jim Flanagan, I read that crap. All you outright here. So this is like probably why I'm even covering this. This just got me. All you outright fools working with this TokenPay, like any members of the Litecoin Foundation, not only deserve zero respect, but might actually end up being criminally liable. So, I read that as, I'm reading that as volunteers of Litecoin Foundation too. I don't know if he meant that or not. He might have meant just directors. I don't know. I really don't. But I kind of took that personally. And, even you guys out there that are invested in Litecoin, I feel like we should take that personally, because this is just total emotional, I feel like propaganda, emotional, conspiracy type of theory tweet. And there was actually one of these pictures. I'm trying to find it. Where was this? I think it was this one. So he wrote in his notes, "Now, I know Charlie is not Litecoin's CEO. Boss. Maybe, but TokenPay does have a CEO. Means it's a scam coin, a scam token by default." So he's saying that because there's a CEO involved in something, that means it's a scam. So, this is, I think it plays into the Bitcoin maximalism. I work with a ton of blockchain startups that have CEOs. Are they scams because they have CEOs? Are these companies scams because they sign NDAs? Look, and he's saying because that's what decentralized tokens are all about, NDAs. Like, it's bad to sign an NDA. all of a sudden? Like, what? The world, I think that, you know, that he wants to live in is a world that does not exist and won't exist. A world without CEOs and NDAs, apparently. And if there are CEOs and NDAs involved, then it's a scam and it's completely not decentralized. So I don't get it. I'm confused by it, but more so I'm confused, like, how do you talk with such a negative tone about other people? No pun intended about the tone, but how do you talk with such a negative tone to a community of people that generally are cool people, right? If I saw Tone Vase on the street, I would go up to him, I would pick his brain, I would talk to him about what's going on in cryptocurrency, ask him some questions, and generally try and get along with him, even though I don't agree with like tweets like this. I would ask him, I would be like, why do you do that? The dude has 159,000 followers on Twitter. I think he has like, I don't know, maybe 80,000 or so followers on YouTube or something. I don't know, but he has a platform to be a leader, and he is a leader in his own way. And I just don't get it. You know, I don't get it from anywhere from this tweet by this guy who really, no, I don't think anybody knows who this guy is, right? But it's a negative type of comment on a YouTube video, to this tweet that everybody knows who he is, and it's a negative, it's just a negative tweet. I don't get it. So anyway, I wanted to vent about that and kind of see if you guys saw this. I wanted to see what your thoughts are, and I generally just wanted to ask the question, can cryptocurrencies coexist? And is this happening right now because price is down and people are just not happy? Obviously, you know, everybody, if you're a long-term holder, you're down from where your portfolio was, you know, in December and January. And is there an emotional thing going on now where people are just generally more angry and negative? Is that what's happening? I think that's the only thing that I can tell myself. And I think I was just having this conversation with Tyler S on Twitter. And I was also having a conversation about this situation with E from the Light School. And I forget which one of them said that, but one of them said that, which is to say, is it because the markets are down? And that's kind of the question. Is there so much negativity now? Is it always going to be like this? I used to, 10 years ago, I used to trade penny stocks. And I remember being on different forums of those penny stocks. And even, you know, in the penny stock world, there wasn't so much of this hate towards other penny stocks. And I wonder if it will ever end in the crypto world, especially as we get bigger. And I probably shouldn't magnify the negativity by doing live streams like this, but I think I'm just venting a little bit and wanted to kind of see what you all thought about it, because I'm kind of curious. So those are my thoughts on that. I wanted to bring up the charts too. I have Litecoin charts up right now. You can see the weekly. I figured I'd chat about it real quick before I get off. Sarah just got home. I definitely need to go hang out with her. I can't be doing live streams on a Friday night. So I'm down in Litecoin. I bought Digibyte. Jim says we're all into Litecoin, but none of our Twitter or YouTube fan bash like Litecoin Cash. He just wants attention. Visa, MasterCard, American Express, Discover all coexist. That's a very interesting parallel. What's up, Steven? I see you in the house. Poseidon Lou, what's up, dude? So I just wanted to vent real quick. I wasn't going to make this long. I told Sarah it would be short. We can check out the Litecoin charts real quick if you want before we leave, but you can see, since I'm long-term, I'm always checking out. I don't cover the weekly a lot. I usually maybe sometimes start. That doesn't make sense usually sometimes, but sometimes I start a video. I talk about the weekly, but I love watching the weekly simply because I'm long. So anytime we're in this area on the weekly, for the history of Bitcoin, Litecoin, it's just a beautiful time to buy. It just is. It's a beautiful time to accumulate. So there's the weekly. You can see on the daily, one thing I could say that is positive on the daily, if I can zoom in here, we're approaching that oversold area on the stock RSI. And you remember we were up by the 100, and I did a video, I feel like probably, what was it actually? I think it was the 3rd. I did a video talking about getting close to that 100 on the stock RSI, needing a bounce down, needing to cool off. Well, we're getting it, which is awesome. Poseidon Lou, don't start with me, man. 1999, dude, you do not have to do that. That is not why I'm doing this live stream. JJ Black says, Dan, are you feeling discouraged? I'm not feeling discouraged. I'm feeling frustrated with, all the negativity on Twitter and social media. And maybe I see it more because I'm always posting and doing videos. But man, it gets to me a little bit, and I need to talk to you all about it. Poseidon Lou. I need like a Poseidon Lou fund, and we need to start buying some crypto. Jim Flanagan, this is you guys, man. It's so unnecessary, but I need like a button that I can hit to resend it back to you. You all are just like, I just feel undeserving of accepting donations like that. I mean, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Jim Flanagan and Lou. I don't know what to do with these guys. I really just don't. So, yes, back to what I was saying, we're kind of approaching that oversold on the stock RSI. It's a good sign, especially, if you, let me go to Bitcoin real quick. We talked about that in terms of forming the reverse head and shoulders, that coming down into that oversold area would be good on the stock RSI for Bitcoin. That was up here at around 100. And you can see we're like right in that area. We have this second shoulder forming, and hopefully we get some support down here at this oversold for a bounce up. We'll form that reverse head and shoulders, and we'll be off to the races with possibly this third bottom. I know we've been tracking it for a while, and it's kind of repetitive, but what else can we do? So let's see what happens. And then obviously Litecoin will most likely follow Bitcoin if that is the case. So those are my thoughts. I really wanted to share with you. Again, I want to thank Lou and Jim Flanagan for those donations. You guys are too much. Thank you so much. But I'm just venting. I mean, can we? Let me just ask a question to kind of end the live stream. I'd like these 1 or 2 questions. To all the haters, we've got just 2 words for you, dude. Steven. I feel like I'm gonna stop doing live streams because I don't know how to handle when people are just sending these super chats. Do you understand this? Like, anybody watching this right now, put yourself in my position. I'm just trying to, I'm hanging out. I feel so undeserving when someone's donating and sending a super chat like that. I don't know how to handle that. It's so unnatural, and I truly do appreciate it. Man, Steven Herzog, dude. And then we got Litecoin Moses again. What are you doing, guys? Steven, I'll have to check my email. You email my Gmail account, and I don't really use that much. I'm leaving. Come on. Albadawi. 86. Dude. You guys don't... You put a lot of time and nothing wrong with compensation from viewers willing to contribute to you. And I understand what you're saying. I would probably say the same thing, but like my compensation is just being able to sit here, vent, chat with you all, ask you guys to like take my little polls that I do, hear your feedback, and then you guys do this. Dude, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much. It's so unnecessary. Alb the man. I know I'm not very good at pronouncing that name. But thank you very much. I feel like we just need to we all need to just have catch up, hang out. Stagger Productions, we are all one big happy family. Jason, get you some more Litecoin, Dan. Chester, he's calculating in his head how much Litecoin he can buy from donation. How much you guys? Yeah, thank you. Moses, Steven, Jim, Lou, you guys. King Girl 1993 says, do you think Litecoin will go up or down? John Singleton, you need to put up a Litecoin address instead of using Super Chat. YouTube takes a huge portion of that donation. I mean, that's a thing, right? All of this time of doing this channel, you can even read in all my descriptions, I refuse to take donations. That's why I never post my Litecoin address. And now, since I'm doing live streams and it has a Super Chat option, I could probably turn Super Chat off. So I do want to do my question one, answer 1 or 2, which is, will things get worse or better in terms of all these different cryptocurrency communities getting together? So that'll be the question. Press 1 if you think that cryptocurrencies can coexist and we all can get along. Press 2 if you think things are just going to keep getting worse and worse as the markets grow. So press 1 if everybody can't get along. Press 2 if you think people will begin to get along. Yeah, so a lot of ones, and I get the sense of the same thing. I get the sense that as things grow, people are not going to be able to get along. That's pretty much the sense I get. I think it will go up for sure, maybe not today, but soon. Somebody's talking about many will fail to the moon, Mexican Charlie Lee. Peace is progression. Let's be a team. Crazy fun. Wow. That's actually perfect. I mean, that's pretty much probably was going to be how I end this video, by saying what Crazy Fun Wow just said. Peace is progression. Let's be a team. And, I'm in business, I'm the dork, whether it's to partners or whoever. And I'm just like, teamwork makes the dream work. I'll say that, knowing I'm going to get made fun of for that cliche, but it's so true. And when I see tweets like Tone Vase, we have the whole world really against us, right? So many people in the mainstream do not believe in cryptocurrency. They think it's a joke. Why are we attacking each other? I just don't get that. This tweet, Tone Vase, this comment, on the Digibyte video I did. And these are only a couple little small examples. It happens all the time. I see it all the time on Twitter, on YouTube, whatever it is. And so, just like that comment said, peace, working together, as corny as it sounds, there's gonna be quicker progress, right? If Tone Vase would sit down for a cup of coffee or have a beer with someone he disagrees with, but has a brilliant mind in the community, they will accomplish so much more than by just going on social media, and tweeting invaluable accusations that aren't even proven true. And, you know, on top of that, you know, calling people that are part of the Litecoin Foundation possibly criminals. It's just no value there, man. No value. So those are my thoughts. All of you who did the super chat again, thank you so much. It was very unnecessary, but very much appreciative. You put a huge smile on my face. You make me blush. And I appreciate it. So Poseidon Lou thinks the whole ETF thing is a bull trap. He hopes he's super wrong. I hope you're wrong too, but it could definitely be a possibility, especially if it doesn't happen in the next month. Maybe we'll finally get to see that capitulation that we've been talking about. Because, I think a lot of people are like so bullish on that happening very soon. And if it doesn't happen, maybe that's going to lead us into that next emotional stage of, anger, depression, capitulation. So only time will tell, right? But all we can do is prepare for that downside and also prepare for the upside. Anticipate either or. Lou, stop pressing the super chat button. Somebody go get Lou. What are you doing? It's too much. Oh my gosh. Eric, keep up the great work, Dan. Litecoin fam getting stronger. And that's the key, right? Like, the key is for us to get stronger. The key is for us to get the word out there and adoption. And I think we will. I think we're doing a good job. So, and that's my goal, Crypto Capital Venture. My goal is to connect with leaders in the space. I'm connecting with clients outside of this YouTube channel. I'm learning a lot about the blockchain, about projects that are happening. My goal is to bring it all together and continue to grow this community. I want to collaborate with all of you guys, including my clients. And I just want everybody to learn about this space and be a part of this incredible innovation that is blockchain. So Steven says, Dan, these super chats are for when we get together. Drinks are prepaid. Okay, true. Drinks are on me. Mexican Charlie, Litecoin to $2,500 by December, like my boy Tyler S said in February. I'm actually going to do a video because I said a $1,500 is possible by January, and I want to do a video covering that and talking about how it's still a possibility. Not trying to be overly optimistic or overly bullish, but in this market it is a possibility, and so is a $30 Litecoin. But I want to talk about the possible path to $1,500. So we're going to do that. But for now, I got to go spend time with Sarah. I needed to make this shorter. And I really appreciate all of you. Appreciate you super chatters, man. I don't even know what to say. Thank you so much. I will definitely see you in the next video, probably tomorrow. Again, I really appreciate you all for watching, commenting, just hanging out with me. And I will see you in the next video. God bless.